Today's protest and memorandum submission was designed to reassert the public's right to freely assemble, which is enshrined in the federal constitution under Article 10. The protest was organized by several civil society organizations, NGOs, and opposition parties.
Parti DAP adalah parti kumpulan yang ke-51 mengendorse memorandum kita hari ini. Kita juga minta komen daripada pihak Suhakam.
Oh, serah dulu lah. Abang serah dulu.
Ya, serah dulu. Bagi lama sikit.
You see, there were two big demonstrations in Malaysia, and after that we see a systematic clampdown by the state. There has been arrest of people, and many smaller demonstrations were sort of dispersed, and the government came up with a position that demonstration leads to violence, and they did it through media, massive media propaganda, and creating an impression as if demonstrations is against human rights. So we are here today to ascertain that freedom of assembly is a fundamental human right, as per the Article 10 of our Constitution, which says that everyone is free to assemble peacefully without arms. And also, in recent times, we have also seen that Suhakam has taken a very progressive stand by opposing the police permit. And because of that, we think Suhakam need to be supported on that point, that Section 27 of the Police Act is a violation of human rights, and it has to be abolished. Thirdly, they have been using magistrate court's orders to curb public assembly. This is a massive violation of fundamental rights. You can't use a magistrate order to curb people from assembling peacefully under the Constitution. So because of these three, we came here to actually assemble peacefully, to show off that public assemblies will continue, and we would continue to define any attempt by the state to stop people from assembling.
When the Police Act and the federal constitution come in conflict like they have with the peaceful assembly, which do you think supersedes which?
It's very clear that the federal constitution is the supreme law of the land. The Police Act is just another piece of legislation, an act of parliament. No act of parliament can supersede or override the federal constitution. So if there is any legislation, act of parliament, which is in contravention or contradicts the principle as stated in the federal constitution, therefore that particular provision is unconstitutional and therefore should not be good law.
Some people are saying that you guys have been doing the protests and in submitting memorandums with little results. How would you respond to someone who's saying that?
Yeah, it depends how you want to measure results. I don't think you're going to see this regime respecting the right to assemble. In fact, I think this regime is actually paranoid about citizens assembling in public, about any visible demonstration of dissent in public. That's a problem you have. I don't really hold out much hope of this regime, in a way, changing its position and respecting freedom of assembly. We do what we do to really for the public at large, for citizens to know that this is their right, and that we will continue to claim that right. And one day we will prevail.